Case Files of Lord El-Melloi II. The Case Files of Lord El-Melloi II Japanese, Rōdo Erumeroi Nisei Jikenbo, Hepburn, Rōdo Erumeroi Nisei no Jikenbo is a Japanese light novel series written by Makoto Sanda, rental Magica, and illustrated by Mineji Sakamoto. Officially part of the Fate series, it began serialization by Type Moon under the Type Moon Books imprint on December 30, 2014 to May 17, 2019. The novels are set between the events of Fate/Zero and Fate/Stay Night, focusing on Lord El-Melloi II, a former master who now investigates several mysteries after his participation in the Fourth Holy Grail War. 2 media adaptations were officially made: a manga adaptation by Makoto Sanda with illustrations from Tō Azuma began serialization in Kadokawa Shoten's Young Ace magazine on October 4, 2017, and an anime adaptation by Troyca, which adapts the Rail Zeppelin chapter, aired from July 6 to September 28, 2019. Story. Taking place 10 years after the events of Fourth Holy Grail War and 2 months before the events of Fate/Stay Night, the story focuses on Lord El-Melloi II, formerly known as Waver Velvet, a successor of Kenneth and former master in the last Grail War, who is now a professor under the ranks of the Mage Association. In his years as a professor in the Clock Tower, he is acting as the temporary head of the El-Melloi household until a proper successor can take over. When strange mysteries involving magic start occurring throughout London, he teams up with his apprentice, Gray, to solve these magical cases and expose the hidden conspiracies that drive the Mage Association. Characters. Main characters. Lord El-Melloi II Rōdo Erumeroi Nisei, Rōdo Erumeroi Nisei. Voiced by Daisuke Namikawa Japanese, Lucian Dodge English. Played by Yuya Matsushita. The protagonist of the series. He was first introduced as a side character and participant in the Fourth Holy Grail War of Fate/Zero as the master of Rider Iskander. After the events of Fate/Zero, he returned to the Clock Tower to resume his study of magecraft. The previous Lord El-Melloi had been killed during the events of Fate/Zero, which resulted in a sharp decline of the El-Melloi clan. Waver assumes the title of Lord El-Melloi II after agreeing to assist the true heir, Rieni's El-Melloi Arcasort, in restoring the clan, until she is old enough to take charge. Gure. Voiced by Riina Yuta Japanese, Kaylee Mills English. Played by Saho Ayano. An apprentice of Lord El-Melloi II, she is a girl who lived in the countryside of Britain before moving to the city. Originally a normal villager, she is revealed to have been altered since birth as a vessel for the second coming of Artoria Pendragon, the saber-classed servant of the Fourth Holy Grail War to wield the Holy Spear Rongominiad. Born as a result of her village's attempts, her wielding the spear results in her appearance to slowly starting to transform into that of Artoria's. After El-Melloi II realizes who she is, he requests that Gray keeps her face hidden under her hood. Atsudo, Ado. Voiced by Daisuke Ono Japanese, Greg Chun English. Gray's mystic code, a form of the Holy Spear Rongominiad taking the form a cube-like entity to preserve the spear's mystery. Extremely talkative and can transform into a scythe for Gray to wield as a weapon. His personality is implied to be based on Sir K. Artoria's brother. Rieni's El-Melloi Arcasort Reinesu Erumeroi Ichizorut. Voiced by Inori Minace Japanese, Allegra Clark English. Played by Kaho Amasaki. Kenneth El-Melloi Archibald's niece and the bloodline successor of the El-Melloi household. As a result of her age and inexperience, she requests that Waver Velvet, Lord El-Melloi II, lead the household until she is ready. She treats him as though he is her older brother. She is equipped with a powerful mystic eyes ability and was always seen with Tremao, her mystic code, which also serves as her maid. Flat Escardos Hiratsuto Irukarudasu, Furato Irukarudasu. Voiced by Yoshitsugu Matsuoka Japanese, Koi Dao English. Played by Takaru Naya. One of the students of Lord El-Melloi II in the modern magecraft class. He is both smart yet also dim-witted. He first appeared as one of the main protagonists of Fate/Strange Fate as the Master of False Berserker. Esvin Glaschite Suviewing Yurashiuito, Suviewing Yurashuito. Voiced by Seikiro Yamashita Japanese, David Erigo Jr. English. Played by Yujiro Izaki. One of the Lord El-Melloi II's prominent students in the modern magecraft class. He is nicknamed Le Chien the Dog in French by Flat due to his beast magecraft skills, which gives him wolf-like sense of smell and speed. Calls Forvej Koresu Hiworuvyuitsuzi Koresu Foruvyuji. Voiced by Yusuke Kobayashi Japanese, Tom Bauer English. Also a student of Lord El-Melloi II and the oldest heir of the Forvej family. He enrolled to the Mages Association when his sister Fior stepped down as the heir of the family. He first appeared in an alternate timeline as one of the protagonists in Fate/Apocrypha as the Master of Berserker of Black under the Igmillennia clan. Melvin Wines Meruvuinuinzu, Meruvinwuinzu. Voiced by Daisuke Hirakawa Japanese, Christian Lamonti English. An old friend of Lord El-Melloi II, a member of the Mages Association from the Creation Department, who is responsible for Waver's participation in the Fourth Holy Grail War in Fuyuki, Japan. He is also a legendary tuner for magic crests and carries a violin to tune them. He is the only one who calls Waver by his original name and not by his title. Hishiri Adeshino Huei Ling Lai, Adeshino Hishiri. Voiced by Yuko Minaguchi Japanese, Julia McIlvaine English. Played by Kazuho So. Officer from the Policies Department of the Clock Tower, debuting from the Adra Castle separation arc. Dr. Heartless Dokuta Hatorsu. Voiced by Junfu Kayama. The main antagonist debuting from the Rail Zeppelin arc. He was the previous head of the modern magecraft theory department and was responsible for the murders of mages who had their heads stolen along with their mystic eyes 7 years prior to the start of the series. He is named Heartless due to his heart being stolen by fairies. After he summoned Hephaestion, he ranked her as a Faker class servant, which he created. El-Melloi Classroom. Yvette L. Layman Ivuitsuto El-Riman, Ivto El-Riman. Voiced by Miho Akasaki Japanese, Sarah Ann Williams English. A student from the El-Melloi Classroom, debuting from the Rail Zeppelin arc and involved in the Mystic Eyes Collection train incident. Her family specializes in gems to create mystic eyes. She also wishes to become Lord El-Melloi II's mistress, much to his chagrin. Servants. Faker Huika Feka Hephaestion Hehuesutean Hephaesushan. Voiced by Yo Teichai Japanese, Morgan Berry English. A mysterious servant belonging to Dr. Heartless. Although summoned as Hephaestion, she is actually its twin sister Iskander's shadow. She was summoned by Heartless using the stolen piece of Iskander's cape and harbors deep hatred to Waver concerning his relation to his previous servant. Media. Novel. The Case Files of Lord El-Melloi II was written by Makoto Sanda, considered to be his first work after being approached by Type Moon. During a session of tabletop RPG game Red Dragon alongside Nasu, and Genyorubachi, Nasu asked Makoto if he could actually write a story for the Fate series. It was then on Type Moon Fest in July 2012 that Nasu asked Makoto to write a story for Waver Velvet/Lord El-Melloi Roman II, on which he agreed. The first novel was first published by Type Moon under their Type Moon Books label on Comiket 87 on December 30, 2014. The 10th and last was published on May 17, 2019. It was illustrated by Mineji Sakamoto. Kadokawa Shoten later released the novels in a paperback edition. A sequel novel series titled The Adventures of Lord El-Melloi Roman II Rōdo Erumeroi Nisei no Muzayan, Rōdo Erumeroi Nisei no Boken was announced in December 2019. The first volume was released on December 25, 2020. Manga. A manga adaptation by Makoto Sanda with illustrations from Tō Azuma began serialization in Kadokawa Shoten's Young Ace magazine on October 4, 2017. As of March 2021, 7 volumes have been released so far. Anime. An anime adaptation of the novels, which only adapts the Rail Zeppelin storyline under the title Lord El-Melloi Roman II's case files Rail Zeppelin Grace Note Rōdo Erumeroi Nisei no Jikenbo mo Yan Sujai Lichi Grace Note Rōdo Erumeroi Nisei no Jikenbo Rail Zeppelin Duresu Noto was announced at the Fate Project New Year's TV special and animated by Troyca. Makoto Kato directs the series with Akayo Kodachi as its writer, while Yuki Kajiura composes the music for the series. Jun Nakai is the character designer, while Ai Aoki is credited as supervisor. It aired from July 6 to September 28, 2019 on Tokyo MXB11 GTV. Kajiura composed the series' opening theme song starting the case, Rail Zeppelin, while Asuka performs the series' ending theme song Hibari Yunkwe, Skylark, with lyrics written by Kajiura. Aniplex of America and Crunchyroll streamed the series in North America, Central America, South America, the United Kingdom, Ireland, Australia, and New Zealand. Anime Lab streamed the series in Australia and New Zealand. Funimation also simulcasted the series in their streaming site in North America. On October 3, 2020, which is Waver's birthday, Aniplex of America announced they will be releasing the series in a Blu-ray box set with a full English dub. The set was released on December 15, 2020. Video games. Characters of the novel series also appeared in Delightworks' mobile role-playing game Fate/Grand Order as special servants based on the characters. Waver Velvet/Lord El-Melloi Roman II, a main 5-star caster-class servant under the name of Zhuge Liang and has appeared in the Fate/Excel Zero Order event as a main character and guide. Ray Rianese under the name of Sima Yi and Luvia under the name of Astria all begin as servants from the Lady Rianese Case Files collaboration event. Both Gray and Luvia are 4-starred assassin and ruler class servants respectively, however Rianese is a 5-star just like her adoptive older brother in the rider class. Stage play. A stage play adaptation based on the novel's Castle Separation chapter began on December 14, 2019 and concluded on January 19, 2020. Voice actors Daisuke Ono, Akio Otsuka, and Takumi Yamazaki, who voice add Ryder Iskander and Kenneth El-Melloi Archibald respectively, reprised their roles for the play. Limited release of the musical was released on Blu-ray July 8, 2020.